In this video, I'll solve the ALEKS problem called Complex Fraction Without Variables, Problem Type 1. This is giving me a fraction within a fraction and asking me to simplify it. My fraction is 7/6 over 3. Now to solve this type of problem, I like to rewrite so that I have a full fraction on both the top and the bottom. Sometimes the problem comes to us like that, like maybe this would have been something like that, a fraction over a fraction. But in this case, because my denominator is not a fraction, I'm going to start by rewriting my denominator so that it is a fraction. Now the way that I'm going to do that is just write it over 1. 3 over 1 is exactly the same thing as 3. I haven't changed the value of this mathematically, but looking at it as a fraction makes this problem easier for me to solve. Now what I'm trying to do is just have one fraction. I don't want a fraction over another fraction, just want one fraction. And the way that I'm going to turn this into just one single fraction is by getting rid of the denominator. To get rid of the denominator, I'm going to multiply it by the inverse of itself. So I'm going to take that 3 over 1 and I'm going to multiply it by 1 over 3. Now the only way that this is going to be mathematically valid is if I do the exact same thing to the top of the fraction as well. And then that way I'm not changing anything. So I'm going to work the math out on both the top and the bottom of this fraction. When I'm multiplying fractions, I multiply the numerator straight across, I multiply the denominator straight across. So 7 times 1 is 7, and 6 times 3 is 18. That's the top of my fraction. And then for the bottom, I have 3 times 1 over 1 times 3, 3 times 1 over 1 times 3. 3 over 3 simplifies down to just 1. And therefore, we have just gotten rid of the whole entire bottom part of this fraction. So 7 over 18ths over 1 is just exactly the same thing as 7 over 18.